Before we begin this video, I'd like to thank all my current Patreon members for their continued support. If you're looking for any other content that I create on other platforms, check the link below. Now, let's get into the video.
Hey, you down there, you tiny little human, I see you. Look how tiny you are. You're absolutely just a small little speck down there compared to a giant like me. It's not every day that you see a giant, is it? Let me get down to your level. When was the last time you saw a giant this big? Sorry, didn't mean to hurt you if I did. Look at you, you're just a tiny little speck down there. My voice is probably booming down on you, but no matter. You want to know how big I am? Let me just stand up to show you. Look at me. I'm absolutely huge compared to you. You're just an insignificant little speck. And so is your little tiny town. Your town is this small compared to me. I'm an absolute giant compared to you. Let me just give you an example. Of just how big I can be. Watch as I step over your city. One step is all it took to cover a kilometer of distance. That is a huge amount. You would have had to take at least 5,000 little teeny tiny steps in order to cross the distance that I take in one foul big step. What's that? What's that? I can't hear you down there from all the way up here. You'll have to speak up. Let me just come down to your distance, your height. Well, even this low, I'm still about 100 times bigger than you. Look at you. I can barely see you down there. I could just take you and squish you just like that, but I won't. I'd like to say that I'm a friendly giant. Or am I? I do like to say I like to get a little bit spicy when it comes to terrorizing little tinies. Sorry. Probably didn't mean to crush your house like that, but as a giant, you can see just how big I am. I'm kilometers taller than you. Kilometers. One foul step is all it takes. And I can take out an entire mountain. You didn't want that mountain there, did you? Well, you've got some nice farmland now, because what was once a mountain, well, is no longer. It is now. It's the flat land. And how about that mountain right there? That one, and that one, and that one, and that one, and that one. I've just created enough farmland for you. Let me get down so you can actually see me, or example, this tree, I could just, and it no longer would exist. And I can flick it away, which to you was 50 kilometers, but to me, I'll show you again, this little tree, 50 kilometers away. I tell you, being tall is not all it's made up to be when I have to look down at you little tinies down there, because it hurts my neck. Oh, it's much easier when I stand up here. But I'm getting a big old kink in my neck because of little tinies like you wanting to bother me. You know what? It might actually be a good opportunity to just... No. I won't do that. I'm the friendly giant. At least that's what you want me to stay as, right? The friendly giant that didn't crush your mountains. Well, I guess I already did do that, but I won't crush your cities, and I won't crush the little tinies. You want to see the steps again, the mountain, the size, the big steps, the distance that I can cover in one step. Being a giant is sometimes the best thing in the world. And then sometimes it puts a real kink in my neck, having to deal with all of you little tinies down there. I say, I think it's time for me to leave. Being a big giant here, being a big guy, you can get super hungry, super fast. And let me tell you one more thing. I won't eat the tinies. This tree, for example, this small tree, I could just hop, but I won't. I've got my own farm up the beanstalk, so you don't have to worry. The giant does not want to eat you yet. I'll be back, though. I'll be back to maybe potentially terrorize your little city again. See you later. On second thoughts, I don't think such a different fast. Well, I don't think I made myself clear. I need to have a tax in order to keep you safe from me. That tax is at this spot right here. That one that I'm tapping. I need you to bring me your finest herbs and spices. Why? Don't ask. I'm running low. We had a bad season up that beanstalk. I tell you, getting old as a giant is not easy. You get kinks in your body all over. In areas you didn't know. In areas you didn't know existed. Sorry, I gotta come back down to hear you again. What was that?